Janet Mbugua was born on January 11, 1984 in the coastal city of Mombasa, Kenya. She grew up in a loving family with her parents and her twin brother Timothy. From a young age, Janet displayed a quiet confidence and a natural curiosity about the world. Her parents valued education deeply, and they encouraged their children to pursue excellence in everything they did. Janet attended Brookhouse Schools, one of the top private institutions in Nairobi, where her love for communication, performance, and literature blossomed. But it wasn't just books and classrooms that defined her childhood. Growing up at the coast exposed Janet to diverse cultures, languages, and people. This shaped her outlook on life, giving her a sensitivity to social issues that would later define her humanitarian work. After high school, she set her sights on media. She joined the United States International University in Nairobi before moving to Limkongking University in Malaysia, where she studied mass communication. Her academic pursuit didn't stop there. Janet will later obtain an MBA in Global Business Management at the Swiss Management Academy in Nairobi. Education was not just a means to an end for Janet, it was a foundation, a launching pad for a career that would take her across borders. At just 19 years old, Janet made her professional debut in the media world, where she joined 98.4 Capital FM in 2004. As a young radio host, she quickly won over audiences with her sharp intellect and warm personality. Her talent was undeniable, and it wasn't long before big opportunities came calling. In 2009, Janet was headhunted by ETV South Africa to anchor up an African current affairs show called Africa 360. This was a defining moment. Suddenly, a young Kenyan woman was speaking to an entire continent. But her true rise to fame came when she returned home. In 2011, she joined Citizen TV, where she anchored primetime news. Shows like Monday Special and The Big Question cemented her reputation as one of Kenya's most trusted journalists. Viewers loved her poise, her ability to ask questions, and her professionalism on screen. Yet Janet was not confined to the newsroom. In 2014, she explored acting, landing the head role of Pendo Adama in the drama series Rush. For 2 years, Kenyans saw another side of her, an actress with range and depth. From radio television to acting, Janet was unstoppable. But what the public didn't know was that behind the glamour of media, she was quietly building something else. Her humanitarian voice. Even at the peak of her media career, Janet felt a tug toward something bigger. She saw the struggles girls faced in schools, particularly around menstrual health and dignity. In 2013, she founded the Inua Dada Foundation, a movement focused on empowering and uplifting the girl child. Through this initiative, she championed access to menstrual products, education, and safe spaces for girls in marginalized communities. Her work caught international attention. She collaborated with UNICEF on the End Child Marriage campaign and worked with Lifebuoy on Help a Child Reach 5. By July 2017, Janet was consulting with The Hive, an organization that promotes gender equality across Africa. She also founded Media Avenue Limited, a platform for public speaking and moderating. And in October 2021, she launched the Inua Dada Center in Korogosho, a safe space for girls and women facing violence. Her shift from media celebrity to activist was clear. Janet was redefining her purpose. As her career soared, Janet's personal life also blossomed. In 2015, she married Ndichu, a prominent banker and tech entrepreneur. Their union was celebrated with 2 ceremonies, one traditional and a glamorous wedding at Chaka Ranch. Later that year in October, the couple welcomed their first son, Ethan Huru. Their second son, Mali, would follow not long after. For a while, everything looked perfect. Janet was a respected media personality, a loving wife, and a doting mother. She seemed to have it all, but cracks soon began to show. By 2019, rumors began circulating about trouble in Janet's marriage. The polished image on her relationship with Eddie was being tested behind closed doors. In October 2021, Eddie was involved in a public altercation at the Olesereni Hotel, bringing the couple's struggles into the spotlight. By February 2022, Janet hinted at being single in a Valentine's post, speaking about self-love and healing. Court documents later revealed she had filed for divorce, citing infidelity, physical abuse, and denial of conjugal rights. Janet also sought 1 million Kenyan shillings monthly in child support to raise her 2 sons. The once celebrated power couple had split, and Janet found herself navigating single motherhood in the public eye. The divorce was painful, but Janet chose a path of healing rather than bitterness. In 2023, she revealed that for years she had cried herself to sleep, hiding her pain behind a brave face. But healing, she realized, required honesty. She spoke candidly about grief, admitting that every strong woman need to feel their emotions. By 2024, Janet had made a bold declaration. She was embracing a season of being single, sober, and celibate. She explained that this was not about societal expectations, but about reclaiming her peace, protecting her mental health, and finding clarity. She reminded her audience that maturity is not measured by age, but by choices, and her choice was to heal. Despite the end of her marriage, Janet chose peace for the sake of her children. In October 2023, she and Eddie were seen together at their son Huru's 8th birthday dinner. It was a powerful image, 2 parents setting aside differences to celebrate their child. Janet has often said that her children draw her closer to God. For her, motherhood is not about perfection, but about presence, being there emotionally and teaching her boys resilience. Today, Janet Mbugua lives a quieter life away from primetime television, but her impact is louder than ever. She continues to run the Inua Dada Foundation, advocating for menstrual health and gender equality. She is also an author. Her book, My First Time, published in 2019, tackles the stigma around menstruation, giving young women a voice. Her focus now is on creating safer spaces for women and children, moderating global panels, and raising awareness about issues affecting African women. Janet has transformed her platform from reporting the news to changing the narrative.